Peace. NAAIPI. PePeiTo, Taxus, checking in. We out in GrandRapids, Michigan. This morning, you know, we left off, we were in the mayor's office in Flint. This brother, this Aborigine brother that we met up has been making a lot of noise within the GrandRapids area, teaching and bringing awareness to the Aborigine culture. I want you to introduce yourself.
Peace. You might know me as Yacub Majeed, Grand Chief, Yacub Majeed.
There was a video that we posted a couple of months back. I'm not exactly sure which one, but he had reposted it, and we got a heavy amount of hits and people looking into the interest. I want to know which one was that?
At first, I took the interview with Taylor Smith in the car.
Yeah.
And right after that, he did a complete interview with her. I took it and chopped it up.
Okay.
And just gave a meat where he was really going in saying if you black, you have no rights, basically. I gave the meat and the people wanted the vegetables, right? Like, where's the rest of the video? Where's the rest? Which intrigued the people to come and try to learn not only what the NAAIPI stands for, but being how powerful it is, being indigenous, being an Aboriginal, and knowing that the legal means of not trying to be black or African American or Negro, knowing that is a slave title that means you're stateless and have no rights, only privileges that could be revoked at any given time. So I've been very advocate on nationality, more science, the whole nine, and trying to get people to go out, research, go out here and learn. But even with that, it's a pool of misinformation for people hustling the truth, which takes people outside of what the path and journey they're supposed to be going to you know, it's a lot of.
All right, the key thing you said was black, African American, Negro, Indian, and color, even Native American. You know? A lot of people, basically, a lot of people are, which pretty much saying, are tricked and trapped into documents and
paper genocide
that a corporation has set up. All right, so when we say that, a lot of people would not understand where we're coming from. Like, I'm black. I've been black my whole life.
Yeah, you've been educated that you're black. You're not a color. Color is an adjective, not a noun. So that means a noun is a person, place, or thing. So if you're not a noun, and you're saying you're an adjective, you know,
we were basically taught these things in what?
We taught this from our parents, because our parents was miseducated first. But somewhere before that, our grandparents knew that they was Indians.
Okay.
You know, before that, you know, it goes back. So somewhere between James Brown and Say It Loud and Black and I'm Proud, we became lost with this colorism because we refer to black and think it got to do with our complexion and not knowing that black and white is a legal status. And if you look up free white person, it says does not mean Caucasian. It says it. We are the free white people, but we don't know that because every time you say I'm white, a person thinks it got to do with your complexion. And think it has to coincide with being Caucasian to say that you're white. No, I mean you're free.
So write it down. So we've been basically writing out.
Yes, we've been miseducated to believe that we are something that we're not, and we kept agreeing to take like what they say, you are what you answer to. So if you keep answering and saying that you are 3/5 of a man, and people don't know what makes the 3/5 clause is you said you don't have a nationality and you lost your original religion. That's part of the 5/5 that make a man. So you got the 3/5 of a man and 3/5 is a slave, it's property. You know, that's part of the 13th Amendment that they leave out, the reason that they killed Abraham Lincoln. The rest of the 13th Amendment said our people was free to go back and claim their nationality.
So you saying that it wasn't a coincidence that Abraham Lincoln died?
No, he signed off for us to go back and claim our nationality. They took that part of the 13th Amendment out. It's still there in the Congress of the Library of Congress. Yes, it's still there. The whole
and the Library of Congress being in Washington?
Yes.
Okay, so you're telling me that Abraham Lincoln came up with an idea. See, you know what, man? A lot of this stuff is going wrong. Let's let these people claim what they are.
First he freed the Caucasian slave. That's what the Emancipation Proclamation was.
Freeing the Irish.
Yeah. And other Slavians. All
came
the Caucasian. The servants. Yeah, that was them that they freed. Okay. And then the 13th Amendment was to free our people from bondage, and we got to go back into our nationality, which would have made us free. They said you could take your nationality or become a U.S. citizen and help us build this country. Our people was left out the rest of that, and we became U.S. citizens. We became black under that, and then the black slave code, or the black codes for the laws, where everything we did was illegal. We went right back in the bondage.
Everything we did was illegal.
Because we signed up saying we was black.
And we said that we wanted to be citizens.
Exactly. You can be a native. Ain't nothing wrong with being a Native American, but the misnomer is that people think the Native American are the indigenous people. And indigenous people think they came from another land. That's the misnomer, the miseducation of that. We didn't come, the slave trade was taking us away from here. That's how Liberia got set up. They took the indigenous Americans, shipped them over there to Africa, made them claim some land, and then try to offset them being from here, trying to say they came from Africa. Different. Even Obama, he done said it. I'm the first Kenyan American. He didn't say I'm African American, because he know what that means. He's a Kenyan American. So it's all about nationhood, and our people really hasn't been advocate on even knowing what having a nationality is, because they think claiming two continents is a nation. How the hell can you claim Africa and America? You can't. And that was created by Jesse Jackson. And you know he ain't shit.
Feel me? So there's just been a lot of miseducation, a lot of misleading, a lot of people genocide, and Aborigines tired of it. I mean, what do you think the next steps that we all have to go to really move forward?
Well, next step is still the first step. It's proper education. A person cannot move without knowing. So, advocating proper knowledge to wake our people up, because we are in the age of information. People are waking up. People are researching. So, the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. We just got to get the right information in on the right into the right people, and to get that expounded, because there are people trying to hinder proper education getting to people. And then after that, it's just, you know, the paperwork behind it. The paperwork is proclaiming who you are once you find out who you are. You know, it's the reason why every time a brother from the Nation of Islam found out he was indigenous and that he was from this land, he took a bullet, you know. Malcolm X took a bullet. He came.
That's why they took a bullet?
Yes.
Is that the only reason why?
Yes. Listen, man, Malcolm went overseas.
He was violent. That's what people say.
That's what they're going to think, because that's what they told through the news. But when he went overseas, he thought he was African. And Africa, the people that say, like, from over here, he's from over there. So when he came back, he went to Africa. They went over there to Africa.
Okay.
And them people told him, listen, he's like from here. When he came back, he was not Malcolm X. He was El Malik, El Shabazz. He was El Shabazz. El Shabazz.
El Shabazz.
And when he came back, he said the Negro is Aborigines. Bang, they go a shot, he's dead. Khalid Muhammad, he said, I'm a boy, I know I'm a boy, I got one sister, know I'm a boy. Bang, he's dead.
Bullets.
Yes. Even Father Allah, he tried to put the nation of gods and earth together. Everybody tried to put a nation together. Took a bullet.
And that was the 5%.
That's the 5%. They only got part of this. All that comes back from more science. Of
course.
But even Martin Luther King.
He said he was Aboriginal?
Nah, he said the Negro is exiled in his own land. Bang! What are you doing?
Exiled in his own land.
What are you doing? You're talking too much.
Why would you say in those times?
You cannot be exiled in your own homeland. You gotta not be in your homeland. This is where you're from.
Okay.
So everybody that spoke up about nationality took a bullet. And now we are in the age where it's out there. People are searching for it.
So basically what you're telling me is pre-Columbia. Everything's pre-Columbia.
Yeah.
All the man is started with Columbus started. I heard Columbus was a Jew. So, I mean, some research.
Well, the thing about Columbus is
he down with that faith, Judaism faith. I mean, I had to be confused on that.
his faith and his nationality could be in question, or even his reasons on coming over here. But what it was is when Columbus came over here, he came over here with the doctrine that the Pope signed, the doctrine of discovery, which just got rescinded. That's why the Pope came over here apologizing to indigenous people. He rescinded the doctrine of discovery. That's what's in the corporation called the United States.
There's a lot of people right now that are, like my boy, I was just online, he said that his grandfather just died. He just realized, he just figured out he was 33rd or 36th degree Mason.
They only go up to 33.
Well, I guess it's 33. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he was confused. And then he actually said his grandfather did tell him he was originally when he died.
Yeah, listen, because he got an oath. Ain't nothing you can do to him now. He got an oath. That's why you'll see you'll see they fez is with a sword over it, because if they ever break the oath, it's off with their heads. You know what I mean? So they keep their oath.
So that means that, I mean, it's kind of hard and confusing so that means that the grandfather really wanted to keep you in darkness?
Nah, he didn't want to. He didn't know what he was until he took the oath. He wasn't even going to learn who he was till he took the oath. So he took the oath, then found out who he was, and he was bound by his oath.
Usually a word against you?
Yeah, listen, we're going to teach you what this is, but you got to take an oath. Never disclose what you learned here. So he learned it, and then on his deathbed, he broke like, yo, this is what it is. Before I go on check on out, this is who you is. This your land. That's it. That's the Masonic secret, that we are indigenous. This our land.
That's all it is.
That's the secret, man. They're gonna keep believing that we came from Africa. It don't make sense. Millions of people can't come on a boat 4 months, filled with piss and shit, and survive. It don't make sense.
And then fill up the hole.
Listen, man, that ain't gonna make no sense, man.
It don't make no sense.
That's the reason they don't talk about the Gullah Wars. They don't talk about John Horse. They don't talk about none of that.
Talk a little bit about John Horse.
John Horse is one of the great indigenous warrior chiefs down in the Seminole land who got free from bondage and went back whooping on the American people. And they could not beat them down in Florida in them swamps, because we know the land. When it comes to the guerrilla warfare, we the best at it. We have always been the best at it, even without going through schooling. It's just part of our DNA. You know what I mean? So, you know, the Hannibal gene is within us all.
All right, so between the times of the Gullah Wars, wasn't that around the same time that Nat Turner?
Yes, this is why they switch it. They tell you that they was fighting to get free. They was fighting to get their land back. That's when Nat Turner, they just changed the name. Nat Turner, his last name was Tunica, because he was from the Tunica tribe down there in Louisiana. Okay. The same way they changed George Washington's name when Washington was Washington. And we taught him. That's how he had that name. He just changed. They just changed
the president.
The president.
Yeah. All right. Even with him, he had a funny. His history is kind of.
Yeah, because they're not going to
be the first of it was a Star family.
We was teaching him. We taught him. He was part of us. And then it just flipped. And that's where they chopped down the cherry tree.
Okay, so when you
the Morris flag.
So there was navigators on the boat with him.
Listen, we was fighting. Listen, we got the Moorish people who were enslaved the Caucasians, right? Then we got us that was here in America that were Moors. We helped free them, and they went in return enslaved us. That's what the Thanksgiving was about. We was teaching them how to grow food, and they just changed it into slavery.
So we went to free them.
Yep, that's why you always see us. Who the first one to die in all the wars? Who the first one to die? In every American war, who the first one to die? Us.
So we went to free them?
Yeah. From the Europeans.
Miami? Okay. From Miami, and all that.
From us. In Europe.
Oh, we went to free them from us.
Yeah, we brothers and sisters. We still related though, man. But we freed them from the Europeans.
Okay.
Listen, the indigenous, original people of Europe is us. The Middle East is us. So,
I'm just trying, you know.
yeah, you gotta understand, the Moorish, it was not a Moorish kingdom, it was Moorish empire. That's worldwide. Everywhere was Moors. So they were like, well, they only talk about the European Moors.
Coming back, I Googled it. I was reading up to get more spelled more. And I actually seen that they had jewelry.
I've seen on the trust, you already
that was costing about
things that we'll show you.
Listen. We are. Listen, look.
They have jewelry in Europe being sold with our faces on it.
Yeah.
With diamonds.
Because it's coming back, man.
I've seen it.
Yes, it's coming back. It's coming back. Because the paper money about to leave. So you got to have real money, something of substance. When the paper money go, what you gonna use?
I'm trying to figure out how would they
You better have something that do this.
So you're trying to tell me that they are making artifacts, little artifacts and stuff that are worth, and that's what they're going to trade.
Listen, man, what we always trade, metals. Metals. This is what it was, man. This is what it was. It always was. This is the trick. It's a promissory note to go back to this. That this is worth this. I owe you that. I owe you something of substance, and they ain't never had any substance since it been back there. I got dollars that say a dude thought it was fake. It say what it say? $1 worth of silver. Dude thought it was fake. I said, give me that. I switched it out so quick. Let me take that. Please, take the promissory note.
$1 worth of silver.
It said, old money. I got old ancient money from this. Yeah, this our. Listen, people think that's their money. This is.
I seen a couple that buy Centennial.
Yeah, what I'm saying on this is our promise. This is their promise with us. That's their stamp. That's our stamp. Okay. People don't even understand. Even in Illinois, we got pyramids that they don't even let you in. You don't go in the Grand Canyon. You go in the Grand Canyon, you find them real caves. The government showing up. Like we got sarcophagus and mummies all through America. They making national parks out of it, so they control who go in there. So what? They got so many symbols. It's symbols all through there. It's just a reminder of the promise that they only own our land to do commerce. But we forgot who we were, so we got to check. So we be like, that's their government, that's their law. No, that's our stuff. They adopted the Constitution. So if you adopt something like you do a child, who is the parent? Because you're responsible for that. So who is your I didn't go that far, but I know Brother Shear, the dude who says, has a video where he explains George Washington and the history behind him. I don't know. I haven't broken down the science where I can have it all head in a second. Because if I can't explain it simple, I mean I don't understand it completely, and I don't want to expound on something I don't understand.
I heard he was part of the first Star families that came over and settled over here. It was granted.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I said. His name was Washington, because we took him in. I know that much, but it's a whole bunch. But then, what they did when Philly was the capital to take us out of our nationality, they took our pheasants, they took down the Moorish flag, which is the American flag, national flag, and people forgot who they were. We became Negro, we became colored, we became Indian. You know what I mean? Slavery was only 75 years long, but that was long enough to make us forget who the hell we were. You know what I mean?
That's what I was coming back to. Plantations.
Yeah, the plantation was our land. That's why I said Turner and them was fighting for their land. Turner was born in bondage. When he found out he was indigenous, it was off with their heads. I want my stuff back. So they tried to say he was just revolting from slavery. No, he was revolting to get his stuff back. I want my land. Y'all got this ain't Charles. I ain't afraid. So hey,
Okay.
It's more of us anyway. But you know, things got offset. If he had made it back to the street, I don't know what this country would be in had he made it back to the
So John Boyce was born around the same
I
time.
think it's around the same time. You got around the same time with South Carolina and Charleston, which was right before Nat Turner. It was so many developed. It was so many revolts that just don't talk about.
One more thing. Just coming right back around to make people understand who we are. All right. We started off.
That's the only way we get a chance to reach everybody.
People and talk to them coming back.
We've been indigenous, like before the Atlantic Ocean was an ocean, when it was a river, we was over here. So we've been going back and forth through the land since it was hard. Then the earthquake came and the land separated, and we just been over there. We still travel. We've been traveling. We even knew how to travel in less than 4 months to get from Africa to the Americas. You know what I mean? You can take the, you know, you got jet streams to the head. They got the same jet streams as water, and you catch that, they gonna shoot you right on over there to the America. You know what I mean? But you don't know. You know what I mean? But you go into these lands and you keep finding ancient things in America. You know? It's just what it is. We are who we are. We are the original people. That's why we got the old blood. Our blood can go to everybody in the world, but can't nobody's blood go to us besides our people.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, you go check your blood, see who you is, and most likely your blood is old. You from here. You know, go to West Africa, check their blood. It ain't old. So how did we come from West Africa? If their blood ain't our blood, and our blood help them, and their blood can't help us. But we still brothers. Don't get it twisted. We still family. But, you know, it just kills the story that we came off the coast of West Africa. You know what I mean? Then you get into the Americans and you be like, well, why y'all certain complexions? They always had different complexions. You got tall tribe, short tribe, light tribe, dark tribe. But we still family. Period. You know, you got the Dikembe Mutombo type, Manupo that's tall as shit. You got those Muggsy Bowlers. But it don't, you know what I mean? Because my grandmother is 5 foot tall. She's a Chickasaw. My grandfather, who she married, is 6'7". He's a Chickasaw. You know what I mean? So, we all family still build, but it's all about going back into your family tree and go back to when your grandmother or great-grandmother said you was part Blackfoot, Cherokee, Iroquois, and proclaim that, because they be like, well, I was part this. I'm like, yo, if your granny was part something or a whole something, so are you.
Yeah,
your blood don't thin down.
Your blood doesn't thin down.
You got the same blood.
Yes.
But we've been miseducated through the native. They be like, well, to be Native American, you have to have a certain amount of blood, because they ain't us. They have to have a certain amount of our blood. But our blood don't thin down.
It don't thin down.
It don't.
So, I mean, the best thing I can say for everybody is to basically go check your blood type. Go check your blood type, and that would be the first step for everybody, you know? And then that would give you a little clarity or a little stance on to figure out which direction you need to move into next. You feel me?
Don't get caught up in a fake DNA test that's making a lot of money to make you say that you ain't from this land.
You know, identity is a very, very thin hallway to cross through.
Vital.
It's very vital. It's a long hallway, but it's very thin. So, you know, since there's a lot of information out there, I think I would rather go through the long hallway than to be running through a damn big field of nonsense. You can't want to come from. So this is PePeiTo, Taxidea, Taxus. I will definitely be seeing y'all very soon. I thank the brother. Let him know who y'all want to tell, brother.
Grand Chief Yacub Ali.
All right, we're making these moves, brothers.